So it's down to business here. Pride, tradition, the game neither dares lose. Subimendi. Merino. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I've always been impressed with this boy, Pauk.
There's the shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Portugal were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Oh, that's a key interception. João Cancelo. Pedro Neto. João Neves. Here's Vitinha. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Portugal with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. That's a decent clearance. He's going for goal! He has hit that forcefully.
Well, we always have to give a reason for it, Peter, but did he hit that too well?
Raya is there to clear. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Hits off target and by quite a way. Pedri. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
And it's been taken short. Pedri with the cross. He rises! Mendes gets it away. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. That has been cut short.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
João Cancelo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Nuno Mendes. Vitinha. Rafael Leao. That's a corner kick. It's their second corner of the game. Chance! He's missed, but not by that far.
Rafael Leao did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Yeah, they've got a good grip on this game, now to turn it into a stranglehold.
And here's the chance to counter. Nico Williams. Laporte.
Spain clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Pedro Porro. Ball's out, it'll be a throw-in again. He is through here! Great defending, strong and determined. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Vitinha. Now it's Rafael Leao. João Palhinha. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Does well to stand firm and defend it. Pedro Neto was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. That's an errant pass. That's going to go a long way. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Pedri does really well to win the ball there.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
So, third corner of the game. Cleared without complication. Now he's had it taken off him. Kubasi. Pedro Porro. Pedri. And that has been slung wide. Morata. It's a mighty effort! And a terrific save from the keeper.
He's definitely living up to the occasion here. He just loves being out there amongst it.
Nico Williams plays it short. Pedri stood his ground strongly. Gets his pass away. Sweat. Real chance! Goal! Spain! The breakthrough strike! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Well, the defence proved infallible then. Tries a shot! It's in! And they're at it again, in double quick time! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Spain are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And the ball's come loose here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's played him through. Pedri. Merino. He's gone forward. Williams. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, smashing header! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Morata certainly could have and should have made more of that.
Driving forward, and he's found a way past. Rafael Leao. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Rafael Leao. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Kubasi. And the half-time whistle goes. Reflections on the first half?
Look, Peter, this isn't good. Their body language is not encouraging, and the manager must have a major verbal impact, or else.
Well, it is a game with plenty at stake, and that does show. Highly competitive, combative, confrontational. It is what you would expect from a game of this magnitude. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Look, before they might get too carried away with thoughts of getting back into the game, they can't afford to slip up and concede another. The next goal becomes crucial.
Mendes with a definite foul there. Pedro Porro.
Look, it's a run defence's dislike, but the timing has to be spot on.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. The ball has bounced loose now. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Rafael Leao. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Pedro Porro. João Palhinha. And it's Cancelo.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility. That's just playing it safe and simple. This is what good chemistry is all about. Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a...
Hits one! Goal! Portugal!
Portugal clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Scoring early in this half just takes the pressure off now and allows them a chance to be a bit more patient in trying to level things up.
The fullback is in acres of space here. João Palhinha. He's through here. Trincao. Gets a good foot in there. So there's going to be another change here.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
And it's Cancelo. Looking for the run. He's had a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Oh, look, I don't want to sound too dismissive, but from here, that looked the harder thing to do.
Portugal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Pedri. Portugal are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. He's got away. Big header! Oh, it's gone in! They are right back in business.
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Well, talking about being hit on the break, the ball was in their net before they could even organise their defence. It was fast and furious, and all but unstoppable.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Morata! And that's going right the way across. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Who saw this coming? It's turned into a real fight to the last. Williams. Up he goes! Good delivery, but no joy.
Well, being able to generate that amount of activity in the box means it's hard not to pick someone out.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Nuno Mendes. Mendes has given away a free kick. Subimendi, and it's Laporte. Kubasi, Subimendi. Now it's Morata. Ruben Neves. Nicely worked. He's found a way through. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Well, that's a booking, always looked it.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
They've played it short.
Spain merit full marks for their attitude and application in trying to win this. It means an awful lot, obviously.
Nicely aimed pass. And now the breakaway. Yamal. Bernardo Silva. Rafael Leao. And he's managed to get free. And here's Bernardo Silva. Mendes picks it up out wide. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Yamal. Subimendi. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Played out to the left flank. Matheus Nunes. Laporte. It's Pedri. Nico Williams. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Spread neatly. In for a header! And another try! No, he didn't quite meet it right. Subimendi. Nico Williams. He's shifting through the gears here. No, he's not getting past him there.
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
Deep into stoppage time. Over to the left. That's a shade optimistic.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Ruben Neves. And it's Morata. Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Pedro Porro. Pedri. Played out towards the right wing. Cristiano Ronaldo. And he's had it nicked away. That's it. We're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes. And the action has already restarted. Pedri. Zaragoza. Fabian Ruiz. He's in space and looking for options. João Cancelo wins the duel this time. And that's definitely not his best. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Ruben Neves. And it's Ruben Neves. And Mendes. Bernardo Silva. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
João Felix. Good spot, he's seen the run. Bernardo Silva delivers. And that should be the keeper's. Zaragoza. Pedri. Pedri really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
João Felix.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of...
Oh, what a climb!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Zaragoza. Decent progress down the left. Yamal. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Half-time, extra time. Yeah, 90 minutes long gone, 15 of an extra 30 have also gone, and the search for a winner is still on. Truly, this is a punishing game on bodies and heads and minds. The outstanding question, the only question, is there still room for one last bit of drama? Is there to be drama in these final 15 minutes? They have given it everything. It's been gruelling. But who will be... Matheus Nunes! And that's a real chance missed.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Zaragoza. He's picked his way through. Great chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, the most exciting sight on a football pitch. He had too much trickery for that defence. Brilliant.
And it's Bernardo Silva. Pedro Porro. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Mendes spots it and intercepts. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Ruben Neves did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Too much on it, and that's the keeper's. Joselu. Now it's Pedri. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. He's gone for the shot. Decent hit from there. Oh, he's found support out wide. That is lovely. Oh, that's fabulous.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he's going to have his name taken. Pedri. Fabian Ruiz pinches it off him. Nuno Mendes. And the counter is on. Matheus Nunes. To Cancelo. Good running, strong and purposeful. And that's gone behind for a goal kick.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Zaragoza. And that's it, nothing to separate them. It is penalties.
I can only applaud the sheer doggedness and tenacity on show in watching both teams refusing to lose. I mean, they both ran their socks off.
Well, the players look exhausted, but one last act. We're back in a moment for penalties. An exchange of stares, and we're ready to go. Oh, he's hit the upright!
It's a brave attempt, but he really should be getting it on target.
Joselu next in line, and here he is. Terrific penalty, unsavable.
Yeah, it's a guessing game for the keeper, and he guessed wrong.
This then to level matters. That's how it's done, he made the keeper commit.
Good penalty, completely wrong-footed the keeper.
Pedro Porro will take their second. Good penalty, just steered it the other way.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver.
Portugal looking to draw level. Keeper's gone the wrong way.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
Up steps Mr. Dependable.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, and didn't change.
So this one to restore parity. It's in, too smart for the keeper.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
Fabian Ruiz comes up, their fourth taker. Oh, good take, keeper committed himself.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times, never looked like missing.
The margin of error is 0. It's saved, and it's over! Portugal fall short in the lottery that is the penalty shootout, as cruel as that is. It is a deeply historic derby. The rivalry between Spain and Portugal is ancient and heartfelt, and so this is an intense, intriguing Iberian affair. It is utterly unpredictable. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. A pair of neighbours ready to go at each other again.
Well, the calibre of players available to both teams makes this game a potential classic.
He's tried one! Oh, that's just stunning!
As openings go, this is up there. Another magnificent finish from Mr. Magnificent. This could be good, very good.
The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Oh, the contact was fantastic, right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
Portugal have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be...
Decent hit! There it is! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Spain grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Laporte attempts a clearance. Merino. Subimendi. Now it's Morata. That has been slung wide. Shifted upfield. Laporte. Yamal. Mendes simply refused to be outdone there. Pedro Porro. Aimed beyond the defence. And that's been well dealt with. Pedro Porro. The referee's awarded a free kick. Tries to get it clear. Quarter of an hour played. Now that's well seen too. Oh, he's found support out wide. He's in space and looking for options. He rises! Just off target.
Oh, that look of disbelief.
Over to the other side. That's a nicely measured pass. Vitinha. João Neves. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Yamal. Great skill, that's nice. Oh, that's fabulous. Great chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. João Palhinha. And the shot! Goal! Spain! And the comeback is complete! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
And yes, it's him again. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, for me, this team seems to find it easier to attack than defend, but now they're going to need to dig in at the back a bit.
Portugal are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
He's had it taken off him. Kubasi. Merino. It's a really well-measured ball. He is through here! And that's been... And the finish! Oh, taken with style! And they're at it again, in double quick time!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is frightening football. He has increased defensive fear on the way to that hat-trick.
Spain go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it. Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
João Palhinha, whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Yamal, and there's his chance to lead the counter. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here?
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
In by Merino. And the ball is out of play. Laporte.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
And the shot! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. Hot knife through butter, they have done it again. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
Spain grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Oh, that's delightful. That's a decent clearance. Cristiano Ronaldo. Nico Williams. Williams! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Vitinha. Pedri. Nico Williams. He's shifting through the gears here. Taken back almost at once. That's going to go a long way. Cristiano Ronaldo. Nuno Mendes. Now João Neves. That's a good ball played into space. Pinches it off him. Pedri. Zubimendi. Now Pedro Porro. Yamal. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
And there's the end of the first half. Well, it is a game with plenty at stake, and that does show highly competitive, combative, confrontational. It is what you would expect from a game of this magnitude.
Pedimos aos pais da criança com chapéu azul e camisola laranja o favor de se dirigirem às informações. E aqui estão elas. Vamos falar os nossos jogadores.
And the second half gets underway.
Portugal now need to set about their task very professionally. If they do, then the chances will come, and from there, the focus will zoom in on their finishing.
Ruben Dias gets rid without sophistication. They've played it short. Pedri has a shot! No mistake! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Nuno Mendes. Vitinha. Here's Rafael Leao. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Kubasi. Now he's off and running. Chance here to counter. Looking for the runner.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Vitinha. He's played him through.
This is what good chemistry is all about.
Nice interception, well timed. Nico Williams. And it's Morata, succumbs to the pressure. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Subimendi. Pedri. Nico Williams finds himself offside.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival.
Nico Williams providing an outlet on that flank. Defending of the desperate variety. And they're back on the ball again. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Substituição para Portugal. Número 14. Número 17. Vão dar os seus lugares a...
Ruben Dias getting this one clear.
Well, that's the first attempt, Peter, we've seen at one of those raking passes just to spread the play.
Vitinha is being harried and hassled.
Well, the quicker you cut out the service, the sooner you isolate his threat.
Laporte is there, and he can get that clear. João Cancelo. João Neves. Laporte defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. He's got away, and he's been shifted off it. Portugal still have the cards to affect this game. Zubimendi. Morata. Yamal at his creative best. He's set up 2 goals. It's gone backwards.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Trincao. Nico Williams. Yamal. Pedri. Now Pedro Porro. He has found the way through. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He's got the shot away! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 19.
We have got changes here, from both sides, in fact.
Número 15. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 5. Número 2.
Brilliantly cut out.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Vitinha. Matheus Nunes. Now it's João Felix. Matheus Nunes! Corner number 2 then. Gets the shot away! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Well, the goalkeeper's a lucky boy there.
Vitinha. Pau Kubasi gets good distance on it. What a throw in. Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Now it's João Felix. Matheus Nunes. João Palhinha. Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Morata. Yamal in acres of space out wide. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Matheus Nunes. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Portugal have their 3rd corner.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
João Palhinha. Nice control. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo! Goal! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Portugal playing for pride here, the match surely beyond them. Pedri. He's in plenty of space here. He's picked his way through. Pedri! Pedri! Keeper's got his work done. And it's been taken short. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Rising over the bar. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Fabian Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz. Pedro Porro. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Tries a shot! Oh, extraordinary. Vitinha, Matheus Nunes, João Palhinha. That's that, the end. Portugal pleasingly clever on the ball. They had their moments, but ultimately they take away. It is a deeply historic derby. The rivalry between Spain and Portugal is ancient and heartfelt, and so this is an intense, intriguing Iberian affair. It is utterly unpredictable. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. And when these two meet, Jim, we know it is special.
Well, the calibre of players available to both teams makes this game a potential classic every time, Peter. OK, you may think the Spaniards have had the better of things in direct showdowns in recent big tournaments, but I can see very little difference in terms of relative strengths.
The action has already started. Pride, tradition, chance! Danger averted for now. Nuno Mendes. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. The ball goes in for the header! No, he couldn't get the direction he needed.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Pedro Neto tries making a foray down the right. João Neves. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today? It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And he has kept it out somehow.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Can he latch on to this? That's the throw. Nico Williams. Oh, smashing header! And he's following up! Morata!
Spain have created a real intensity from the start, and there's no sign of any let-up.
Oh, that is a late call, but it's the right one.
Well, obviously some sections of the crowd would disagree, but that was the right decision, albeit a late one.
A moment's uncertainty there, but it is the right call. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. And here's Morata. Has a go! Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead.
Spain clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Nico Williams. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Kubasi.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Morata. Nice physical challenge. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Decent hit from there. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Yamal. Oh, played through for the wide man. That's really well cleared. João Neves. Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes. Now it's Rafael Leao. Oh, well played, well played. And he's there to belt it away. Vitinha. And João Palhinha. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Yamal. Oh, played right into his path. Oh, he certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Pedro Porro. Morata. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Nuno Mendes. Rafael Leao. João Palhinha. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Zubimendi. Merino.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Spread neatly. Morata! That's a half-decent try.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Pedro Neto. Gives it back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Vitinha. Well, that is one way to stop him. Pedri. Now that looks a decent ball. He is through here. Tries to get it clear. And they win it back again. Vitinha. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. João Cancelo. Vitinha. Zubimendi looking to penetrate opposition lines. Now it's Pedro Neto. João Palhinha.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing
That is a
department.
great pick out. Nice ball, and he might be in here. It's Morata! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Header! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
João Neves. Oh, easy pickings there. João Neves gets a foot in here. He's found a way through. Now it's Christian. Can he put it away? Just off target. Nico Williams. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, played through for the wide man. And that should get the job done. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Pedro Porro. Zubimendi. And here's Morata. No foul, says the referee. And it's Laporte. Pedri looking to add to his goal.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
João Neves. João Cancelo. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So the end of the first half, both teams have had their moments. There's been no shortage of talking points, but there has been just one goal, and that is the state of it at the break, 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
But it is a game with plenty at stake, and that does show. Highly competitive, combative, confrontational. It is what you would expect from a game of this magnitude. And we are back on the way.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
João Palhinha. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Pedro Porro. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Pedri. Williams.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
João Neves. Portugal still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. João Neves. Pedri. Kubasi. Yamal. Pedro Porro. Pedri. Now Nico Williams.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Portugal are not doing enough to get themselves back in the game. They're not as threatening as their opposition. It's got to change. Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Merino. And he's gone searching crossfield. Trincao. Portugal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Nico Williams. Matheus Nunes hurtling down that right flank. Vitinha charging forward, the ball at his feet.
Portugal are definitely going about this the right way.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And no surprise, that's a booking.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 20. Número 19. Vão dar os seus lugares a... número
Kubasi.
5, número
Zubimendi.
2. Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Matheus Nunes. Pedri goes steaming forward.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Up he goes! Goal! And with that goal comes comfort. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
So there's going to be another change here.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Spain are doing very nicely, thank you.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
That's a fabulous ball. That's a decent clearance. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Diogo Costa claims it. Now he's off and running. Vitinha. Ball played for Matheus Nunes. That's good play. And he's played it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Vitinha! There it is! Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel.
Marcou para Portugal. Aos 82 minutos de jogo, o camisola número 23.
Spain making another change here. Dani Olmo coming on here. A change that was broadly anticipated.
Well, I'm not sure this is one for protecting the lead, Peter. The manager seems to be telling him to keenly press from the front.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy.
Diogo Dalot. Spread neatly. He's gone for goal! Should have equalised.
Oh, that'll be a major disappointment for him. That should have got his team back in the game.
Zubimendi. Fabian Ruiz. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Oh, super ball!
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Now it's Fabian Ruiz. Played back to the goalkeeper. Matheus Nunes. João Palhinha.
Vamos ter 3 minutos.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Kubasi. Now Subimendi.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Diogo Dalot. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Matheus Nunes. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won. Ultimately... A warm welcome to one and all as you join us for this meeting of two nations who can rightly lay claim to the status of being amongst the 21st century's most formidable international teams. Their first recognised meeting occurred as far back as 1921, and since then the Iberian Derby has always been a very special occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. A pair of neighbours ready to go at each other again.
Well, the calibre of players available to both teams makes this game a potential classic every time, Peter. OK, you may think the Spaniards have had the better of things in direct showdowns in recent big tournaments, but I can see very little difference in terms of relative strengths.
Face to face with decent hit! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Well, I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
João Neves. Goalkeeper's ball. Some front-footed pressing going on here.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Williams. João Cancelo wins the duel this time. Spread it left. Played towards the other side. João Palhinha. Vitinha.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Pedri. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Spain looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose, if they keep the purpose and the urgency, all will be well.
Oh, that's a key interception. Mikel Merino has created one goal already. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pedro Porro. Merino. Look at the space here. That is great defending, so alert. João Neves.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Great run on the overlap here.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Little pass back.
He's got no choice here, he had to go backwards.
Morata aimed beyond the defence. Well, played right into his path. Good challenge, excellent challenge. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. João Palhinha. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Zubimendi. Pedri. There will be a throw-in. Zubimendi. Pedri. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of... There's the shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Referee's given a throw. Vitinha. Rafael Leao. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Pedri. Zubimendi. And here's Yamal. Yamal was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Looking for the runner. Williams. Here's Fel. He rises! He's scored! And with that goal comes comfort.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Spain are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Portugal are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. João Cancelo kept his eye on it, and he's there. Pedri. Nico Williams. And the shot. Can he finish? And more, and more, and more. And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Spain find a position of real strength now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
Vitinha. It's a mighty effort! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
Nico Williams. Nico Williams has been caught there, it's a foul. And we've reached half-time. So no shortage of thrills, no shortage of fireworks, but all very one-sided. We appear perhaps headed for a cricket score at this rate, Unless there is a significant change in fortune, it is 3-0 at half-time. Well, it's been an enthralling game so far, this meeting of regular rivals. High intensity, high in passion. Tough game for the officials to this point, but that is unlikely to change. Climbs up big! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
João Palhinha. And it's Cancelo. Here's Vitinha. João Neves.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Nico Williams. Nico Williams. He's through here. There's no flag. A lovely feed, he is. Tries a shot! Really well taken goal. Comfort, yet more comfort, easing away. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Spain are having a ball here. João Neves, distributed tidily. He's got the shot away! Oh, terrific save.
Well, the control on receipt was far better than the control on dispatch.
Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Pedro Neto! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. João Cancelo. That's well blocked, and back out it comes. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
João Neves, and here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Shot a goal! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Yamal, Morata, it's Pedri. That has been slung wide. And he's been shifted off it.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Número 23. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 11, número 9, número 26.
Matheus Nunes.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Great hit!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Oh, there's a probing ball. And it's played into the middle. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Vão dar os seus lugares a número 5, número 10.
That's tidy. Bernardo Silva. João Palhinha.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Real chance here. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Morata unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Matheus Nunes. Cristiano Ronaldo. Merino. Yamal. He's found a way through. Yamal has a look up from the right-hand side, seeking out options. Pedro Porro. Spread neatly. Defending was strong and firm. Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it.
Vamos dar lugar a uma substituição.
Pedro Porro. Yamal looking understandably energised after his goal. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Zubimendi. He is through here. Merino. He's got Saul. They've done it! And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Spain making consecutive changes here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Spain are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
João Palhinha has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Pedro Porro. Oh, this is a very good run. Pedro Porro is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. He's picked his way through. João Felix. João Felix! And he couldn't keep it down. Pedro Porro.
Portugal are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
Five minutes left on the clock. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Pedri. Zaragoza. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Oh, that's delightful. Pedri. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Ruben Dias, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Vamos ter 5 minutos de compensação.
Spread out to the left. There's the hit! He's put his foot right through that one. There's a player in need of attention here.
Yeah, and I hope for his sake that it's cramp, meaning it'll be a quicker fix.
He's going to continue, it seems, albeit a little gingerly. Chance! It's a goal! An act of charity gratefully received.
Marcou para Portugal. Número 7. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Portugal playing for pride here. The match surely beyond them. Laporte. And it's Laporte. Now Fabian Ruiz. Over to the left. Oh, he's found support out wide, and he's picked it up out wide. Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Diogo Dalot. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Portugal have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing...
A warm welcome to one and all as you join us for this meeting of two nations who can rightly lay claim to the status of being amongst the 21st century's most formidable international teams. Their first recognised meeting occurred as far back as 1921, and since then the Iberian Derby has always been a very special occasion. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows. Cristiano Ronaldo! Pedri. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Lamine Yamal. Well, this guy, Lamine Yamal, Peter, certainly is a very exciting talent. A natural right winger. We all know about his technique, but he's very impressive with his decision-making too. And when you consider that his job is all about supply, it's all about end product, he's become actually quite good at that. His ball retention is quite strong. And when you've got that in a wide player, you're onto something.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's got... Decent hit! Well, now it's a race. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Hits one! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
These early exchanges have been frenetic. Looks like we have a proper game on our hands, Peter.
Kubasi. Portugal are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
And he's straight offside. Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Pedro Neto did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. And here's Morata. That is good strength. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Rafael Leao looking for the runner. That's been cut out, well played. So, Jim, what do you think? Spain have a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Spain clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Rafael Leao. Passes short and sharp. Pedri. Now it's Morata.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Morata engages and forces him off the ball. João Neves. João Cancelo. Pedro Neto in acres of space out wide. Oh, well, that is not a great touch.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Zubimendi. Pedri. That is ended up in no man's land. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zubimendi. Yamal. Pedro Porro. João Neves. And he welcomes it in. Climbs up big. Goal, Spain! Great header, made it look easy.
Yeah, he makes those runs with great stealth and a ghost-like arrival to get his head to the ball.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
João Cancelo is the guilty party there. Foot in. That's a promising run he's making on the right.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And it's Cancelo. João Palhinha. Here's Vitinha. That's a little off target. And that's really well manoeuvred. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Laporte. Now it's Morata. Ruben Dias with the foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Portugal certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Can he get onto this? He's found a way through. And that is masterful defending. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Laporte can get it clear. Merino. Pedri. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Vitinha.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Pedri! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's quick to get it clear again. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Now this is interesting, he has already had his name taken once. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, he's asking for trouble, Peter, and with this urge to nibble away, I think the ref is spelling it out for him now.
That's a decent clearance. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Has a look up and drives it forward. Pedri pinches it off him. João Cancelo. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
Well, it is a game with plenty at stake, and that does show. Highly competitive, combative, confrontational. It is what you would expect from a game of this magnitude. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Merino. Oh, good spread. Can he spark a counter here? Pedri. Spain have reclaimed it. Pedri! João Cancelo pokes it out wide. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that's put paid to a promising move. Chooses to go back. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Vitinha, João Neves, Vitinha, and here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Rafael Leao, Nuno Mendes, he's there to get rid. Oh, he's been caught napping.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Nice sequence of passes this, and he's chosen to go back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
And that has been cut short. João Neves. Oh, that's now the finish! It's anyone's ball now. Well, this... Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. He knows what's coming, a second yellow, and he's off. The player's protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Número 17. Vão dar os seus lugares a número 9, número 11. Este jogo teve uma assistência de 70.987
Merino.
espectadores.
Now it's Morata. Well read, nice interception. Oh, a delicate chip through. And he cuts out the supply. Nico Williams. Your impression so far, Jim?
Look, they may be one down, but they're not shying away. Time is on their side, and they're set on using it.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 15.
Portugal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Vão dar os seus lugares a número 26, número 18.
Spain are looking to go forward now. He's had a shot! Oh, it's there! Portugal are level. And it has to be said, an absolute gift. And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Spain can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Substituição para Portugal.
A couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Portugal have the chance to go the other way. Ruben Dias. Nuno Mendes. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And here's Jota. Who saw this coming? Portugal have come back from the terrific header. Goal, Portugal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
He's played him through. And it's Cancelo.
Portugal clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Now it's Morata.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Portugal needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Great work on the overlap. He's in plenty of space here. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Está a proceder-se a uma substituição.
Portugal have their second corner now. Nicely spread. Caught offside that time. Yamal. Now Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Morata. Morata has been caught there, it's a foul. It's hit the crossbar. That was travelling.
Oh, there was real venom behind that. All the keeper could do was watch it sail by.
He's had it taken off him. Mendes has created one goal already. Portugal looking to pass their way through. And here's Jota. Matheus Nunes.
That's positional gold. The utilisation.
He's had a hit!
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
Fabian Ruiz.
Vamos ter
There's the hit! He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. And he scores! Back in business! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. All square again into the dying minutes.
Well, those players out there must be exhausted now, Peter, but at least they have momentum, which augurs well if this goes to extra time.
Ruben Neves. And that has left him in a heap. Joao Felix. Nuno Mendes. So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
para evitarem perder de vista as vossas crianças.
So a short respite for the players as they prepare themselves for another 30 minutes.
Vamos alugar uma substituição.
So our quest to find the winner continues. Portugal pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still more serious? Matheus Nunes, and here's Joao Felix. Pedri. Played out to the left flank. So what can they make of this? Fabian Ruiz. Zaragoza. Trincao. Matheus Nunes. And it's Cancelo. No, that's been intercepted. Pedro Porro. Now Fabian Ruiz. Yamal. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Morata. Matheus Nunes. And it's played forward. And Mendes. Over to the other side. Matheus Nunes. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Yamal. Now Pedro Porro. Pedri. Now it's Diogo Jota. Pau Kubasi calmly anticipates. Cucurella. Zaragoza. He is through here! And that's it for the first half of extra time.
Jogadores, a vossa atenção. Temos
Yeah, 90 minutes long gone, 15 of an extra 30 have also gone, and the search for a winner is still on. Truly, this is a punishing game on bodies and heads and minds. The outstanding question, the only question, is there still room for one last bit of drama? And if you're just back, well, the action is back underway already. They have given it everything, it's been gruelling, but who will be standing at the very end? Pedri. Zaragoza. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Ruben Dias. Joao Felix chasing after it. Laporte producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Zaragoza. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Pau Kubasi cuts it out. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
He gets big. That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Matheus Nunes. Now it's Trincao. Matheus Nunes. And he'll shoot here. Oh, nearly, nearly.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Pedri. Cucurella. João Cancelo with a definite foul there. Pedri. And here's Joselu. Just eases him off the ball.
Well, both sides.
The final whistle and confirmation we are headed for penalties.
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a grueling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
Pressure and nerve. After 2 inconclusive hours, it is penalties. So this one to set the tone. And he's found the net.
Good penalty, completely wrong-footed the keeper.
Joselu is engaging in a bit of mind games before stepping up. No! Denied remarkably!
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
Portugal are putting real pressure on here if they put this away. It's in, too smart for the keeper. And they're 2 up. Spain can't afford to miss another one. Oh, he's managed to get it through the keeper.
I thought he handled the pressure really well there. His focus cut right through it.
This to double their advantage. Stuck away with immaculate poise. 2 to the good. So down by 2, another miss can be game, set and match.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
This to put them 2 up. Keeper's gone the wrong way. And the lead is 2. Spain must score here to stay in it. Sticks it away.
Well, you can't approach a penalty with any doubt, or you'll have to rely on luck.
Matheus Nunes to end it here and now. Oh, he saved it!
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
Spain at the point of no return. Saved it! And that's won it! So in the end, they just about prevailed. All the emotional torture and travails, worth it in the end. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Portugal really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, with nothing resting on this, Peter, I'm hoping that there'll be more impetus for the players to just enjoy the game with the pressure off, try out a few different things, and we get something open and free-flowing.
We have already started here. Conte. And here's Barcola. Played over towards the opposite flank. It is a corner. France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Germany have the chance to go the other way. It's a good run down the right. Conte. Now it's Mbappe. It's a really well-measured ball. Mittelstedt with a fine tackle. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, he may be a player who we still haven't worked out what his best position is, but I still think that this fella, Kai Havertz's role, will be quite big. He initially played a little deeper before he arrived in England, but once he came...
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. France already a man down in these early stages. That has left the boss thinking about what harm it has done to their chances. Mittelstedt. Witz. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Camavinga. And Hernandez. And it's Conte. And Koundé. Conte. And Koundé. And it's Conte. Camavinga. Decent hit! Goal! France!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
But pour l'équipe de France, après 20 minutes de jeu, par le numéro 10.
France have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
And he's cleared it back out. Can he put it away? And it's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Cross to the back post. Cleared away. Mittelstadt. Gross. Musiala. Koundé spots it and intercepts. Can he latch on to this? Wirtz to Gross. Pinches it off him. And he's managed to get free. 30 minutes gone. Conte. He's got a side of goal. Oh, denied brilliantly.
Conte clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Musiala tries to clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Gross. Musiala. And he was quick to react. Sends it crossfield. Barcola is onto it in a flash. Conte. Camavinga.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Pavlovic. It's Kimmich. Camavinga does well to get it back. And here's Mbappe. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Wirtz. Mittelstadt. The muscular approach does pay off here. Musiala. And here's Gnabry. Gross. Oh, the shot could be on here. Chance! That is decidedly lacking.
That was good defensive pressure to give him less manoeuvring room.
Kimmich. Oh, perfectly measured that.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Wits, and it's lofted through here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. He rises! And it's half-time here. A pretty decent watch this, and each side has contributed in equal part. Couple of very good goals for the crowd to enjoy, and a game which is right on the edge. At half-time, it's 1 each. So your views on the first half?
Well, we've seen at times it can be harder to play against 10, and that seems to be holding true so far. Something I've experienced in the past, and with this sort of intensity and fearlessness, who knows, they might just get something they want.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Pavlovic. Gnabry. Gross. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Conte. Steaming on goalwards. Hits one! And he's done it!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb. Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
And yes, it's him again. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and...
Big header! Just off target.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Tar picks it up from the goal kick. Wits. And it's Gnabry.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left...
There's the shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's really well manoeuvred. And here's Wits. He has found the way through. Musiala! He scores! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Shapes to shoot! Goal, Germany! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
Germany get themselves into the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Tar with the clearance. Well, this man's contribution is, as you would expect, proving terrific.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring, because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Hernandez.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Konate. Gnabry. And he welcomes it in. Havertz was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And here's Havertz. Mittelstedt has it in a wide position.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Played back in. He's found some space. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Played back.
He's got no choice here. He had to go backwards. There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Wirtz has created one goal already. Now it's Gross.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Decent progress down the left. Well, that has not gone well. Pavlovic. Kimmich has it out wide and in space. Germany can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
And he's taking no chances there. Mbappe with 2 goals already to his name. Camavinga.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
France are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Mittelstedt. Wirtz.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more.
Oh, shooting chance! Hernandez can get it clear. Oh, great low ball in.
Well, the quality of the supply has been acknowledged. Shame, that's when the quality ended.
He gets big! He will be livid with himself.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Koundé. Ball played for Conte. Camavinga. And he gets rid in a hurry.
France need to give it everything they have, kitchen sink included.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. And he's forced to go back. Havertz. Now it's Brandt. He's got away. Havertz. Havertz! And he has kept it out somehow.
Havertz actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And that will be the final act. France can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. France really did suffer for their lack of numbers here.
Well, they were up against it, but these players can take heart from what was a worthy response. There was no sign at any stage of the towel being thrown in, so positives can be taken, Peter, even in defeat.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a shooting chance! An early chance, their first of the game.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Kimmich. Mbappe. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward, and that means he rarely gets caught out of position on the counter-attack. He should be a key player for this team.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. Mbappe! France with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Wirtz. He's picked his way through.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
And he's away. That is ended up in no man's land. Played over towards the opposite flank. And it's Dembele. Well, it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Picked out, there's the hit! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. It's their second corner of the game. Cleared away. Lovely ball and he's had a hit! Oh, and that is really good tenacity. So, third corner of the game. Mbappe! Germany have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Kimmich. That's going to go a long way. Kante does well to get it back. Hernandez. Dembele is onto it in a flash. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
France have definitely started much the stronger. They're far more creative.
Tar. It's Kimmich. Gnabry. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Havertz. Gross. Wirtz gets into some space. Koundé did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. It's just beyond his reach. Succumbs to the pressure. Distributed tidily. And he cuts out the supply. Pavlovic. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Wriggles his way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Wirtz. Musiala. To Gross.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, what a climb! No, not the best of headers.
France certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
Mittelstädt. Gross. For Musiala. Conte. Quality ball. Moved on forwards. And it's hoisted clear. Tchouaméni. Tchouaméni puts his foot on the gas. Mbappe. Rudiger is there and he can get that clear. Mbappe. Gross does really well to win the ball there. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. He has found the way through. Saliba. Barcola might just make this. Konate. Camavinga. And here's Mbappe. And it's Conte. Oh, that's a very great chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
France get their fourth corner. Oh, he had to make shot at goal! And he's done it!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
France have taken the lead.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. We are into overtime. Barcola looks to get on the end of this. Camavinga. And here's Mbappe. And here's Kante. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And the whistle goes for half-time. Steady, solid, and for now, where they want to be. Just one goal, and they have it. Good effort from both sides, but at half-time, it is 1-0. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
France merit their advantage on the balance of play. They did most of the probing and got their reward, although they should have a bigger lead. Could come back to haunt them.
France lead by 1-0 at half-time. It's been a good display from them so far. A stable start to the game, and they are in a goodish place. First half is behind us, and the score is currently 1-0. And we're off again. France carrying a 1-goal lead. Played out to the right.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
And he's gone backward here. Great Gross! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Gross brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Hernandez. Now this could be a chance. Gross. Tar. That's Fierce. No, he's not getting his way this time. Dembele. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Tar. Rudiger. To Musiala. Mbappe. Camavinga. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Germany can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Is that a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Still just a single goal between the sides. Now it's Havertz. Hernandez. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, he's been dropping into space and spraying balls all over the pitch, so enough seems enough now.
Chouameni. Barcola. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Kante does really well there, he is strong. Musiala. And here's Musiala. Great defending, strong and determined.
Oh, great feat, that.
Nicely spread.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
It's a pretty loose pass. Wirtz. He's shifting through the gears here. Koundé gets across and deals with it. Dembele looking understandably energised after his goal. Now he's off and running. He's played him through. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Koundé did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Musiala. Oh, he's bustling through here. Keeper's ball. Pavlovic. For Musiala.
Gnabry really added the width there thanks to his willingness to make the run. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Changement.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Has a look and has a go. Wirtz. Wirtz going full steam ahead down the left flank. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. Gross with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence. Wirtz. Tar. Wirtz.
Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions.
And he's cut it out. Barcola. Pavlovic was in no mood for any of that. And the shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Changement en cours.
Germany making consecutive changes here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Just 5 minutes left. Oh, this looks sharp. Camavinga. Very much into the last knockings. Traumeri. And here's Mbappe. Gross. Havertz. And he was quick to react.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Kimmich. Played into the middle. Keeper's dealt with that. And they're back up. Has a go! It's in! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals. So nothing between them in 90 minutes, and we are in for extra time.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So all square, we need a winner, and we will be back for extra time. So our quest to find the winner continues. France conceded an equaliser late on. Now they have to do it all again. Do they have what it takes? Shapes to shoot. And that is high.
Camavinga most definitely hit it with a lot of venom and little control. It carried hardly any danger.
Mittelstädt to Gross. Havertz out to the right. Brandt looking to run onto it.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 22.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Le numéro 22. Le numéro 5. Le numéro 13. À leur place, le numéro 7. Le numéro 9. Le numéro 3, Digne. Le numéro 2. Le numéro 14.
Gross.
Attention, changement.
Now it's Gosens.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Andrik. And here's Havertz.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Gross. Oh, they can break here. Now it's Havertz. Gross. Brandt. He can run onto that. He's had a shot! Oh, yes! It's there! Late in the day, this could well be it!
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead, and how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Konate. And it's Digne. Olise. And he has been fouled there.
Yeah, this could well be defining when you're looking back on events.
Mbappe! He's missed, but not by that far.
Mbappe did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Now it's Brandt. Musiala. Havertz. It's Brandt. No, he's not going to get any further than that. And he's taking no chances there.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Camavinga wins the duel this time. And that's going right the way across.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
We've reached the midway point in extra time. Yeah, 90 minutes long gone, 15 of an extra 30 have also gone, and the search for a winner is still on. Truly, this is a punishing game on bodies and heads and minds. The outstanding question, the only question, is there still room for one last bit of drama? And if you're just back, well, the action is back underway already. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Kimmich, Brandt. Germany looking to pass their way through. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Rabiot. Musiala. Brandt. Gross. France are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they?
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Rabiot. Olise chasing after it. Camavinga. Rabiot. And the shot! It's in! Again, we are level! What a contest!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, it doesn't have to look spectacular. Why complicate simplicity?
This is quite a battle. Mittelstädt. Now it's Gross.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Kimmich. Andrik. Rudiger. There's the whistle, and it is going to penalties.
It's a big well done to both defences for refusing to buckle under the pressure. Fatigue with focus is not the norm.
Okay, get set. We have penalties. Mbappe is first to take the long walk. And he puts them one up.
How confident was that? Backed himself all the way.
Havertz steps up for his penalty. 1-1.
He just did what he was asked.
Olise is looking to do his bit.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
Kroos is the man who's second in line. That's how it's done. He made the keeper commit.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver.
Thuram is the third man to step forward. Oh, good take. Keeper committed himself.
Yeah, it's a guessing game for the keeper and he guessed wrong.
Brandt will take the third penalty. Big character, big moment, big save. This to double their advantage. And the lead is 2. He must, but can he? Yes, that's how you do it.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times, never looked like missing.
So can he do it? That's won it! So in the end, they just about prevailed. All the emotional torture and travails, worth it in the end.
Well, what a way to finish a long, hard match. Those players can be really proud of their effort to have come out on top. That was far from easy.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Mesdames et messieurs, nous vous invitons à prendre connaissance des informations de trafic qui s'affichent sur le grand écran.